Hello, Virgo. I was in the process of doing your reading and my camera quit recording, so I turned everything back over. I promise I'd shuffled and cut and shuffled and arched them out and pulled them all out with your guys's with Virgo 2017 as the intent. So let's just start from here and hopefully it will not die again, okay? So I've got your 12 cards here, one for every month of year 2017. And I've got this card right here that is going to be your focal, your theme of the year. Okay, so let me just really quickly, Virgo, this is your guys' 2017 year in advance. All right, okay. Here is your focal or your theme for the year, your focus. It is the clockwork pumpkin. Okay, so a wonderful idea or an aha moment. She's an inventor, right? She's creating. Okay, so let's see what this and the rest of your year has in store for you. Okay, Virgo. January is Seek Your Destiny. Oftentimes in January, we're making resolutions, we're going through like bucket lists, and we're making plans for what we want to happen this year, for 2017, the new year, what we want to happen in 5 years, what we want to happen in 10 years. I really highly recommend you, Virgo, to start doing this, okay? Do this year, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 20-year plan, and like your bucket list. All right, write this all out and then start really seriously looking at what your list is. You will find within your list what your purpose, what your destiny is. Okay. February. Focus and then act. Okay, so this fits in really great with January. In January, you're making your lists, you're planning out, you're really thinking about what it is. In February, you're going to be focusing and then you're going to start acting on it. So you're going to take all of your lists and let's say your 3-year plan. What can you start doing right now? How can you break this plan into pieces, into steps that you can start working on to get to there? What do you need to do for your 5-year plan, for your 20-year plan? What can you start doing anything right now for your bucket list? Maybe your bucket list, there is some really easy stuff you can get done this year or next 2017. So you're going to start focusing and then you're going to start acting. I want you to look at this horse, at this stallion. Okay? Stallion is freedom. Stallion is movement. It's fast, right? And it's pretty much in the moon, which is intuition. Your intuition is going to start moving. You're going to be moving with your intuition. This woman, she's looking up. She's not stopping and thinking, oh, well, I'll never have the income or the money to be able to backpack through Europe. I will never have the possibilities of going to medical school. She's not concentrating on that. She's not thinking on that. She's looking up. She's making her plans and she's looking on how to move them. And then her energy, this sword, to me, it's just looking like energy. And what's it doing? It's shooting up too. Okay? So where it says focus and then act, you're going to take your lists from January and you're going to start pinpointing them, writing them out in a way that becomes achievable, and then you're going to start acting on them. And actually, it's a proven fact that when you take your goals and you write them out, they're going to become easier to achieve because you've already acted on them. So that's what you're going to be doing, okay? March. For March, you have love that you are different. I'm going to try to move it a little bit so I don't get that glare. Can you see this little creature? Every time I pull this card, I am just totally amazed at him because he's got like a guinea pig hamster sort of body and head, right? He's got rabbit ears. He's got dragonfly wings. He's got a lion-like mane that comes down his back, kind of like lions. His tail is scaly. It looks like a snake. And then he's got that lion poof at the tip of the tail. He is completely different. He's looking into the future. He's looking that way, right? He's prepared. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows where he's going. A lot of times we believe that we are so different, that we never fit in, that we can't do something. We can't do what we want as our destiny. We can't take action. We can't be moving. We can't do these things because we're so different. That's not the case. Your difference is going to help you. Accept that you're different. Love that you're different. And know that this is going to move you along. April. April, we have you were born to create. Now I'm going to just bring this card here for just a second. And let's see if I can get all of them in here. Okay, you've got seek your destiny. Start planning it out and moving. Knowing that you're different and creating. What are you going to create? You're going to create your wonderful idea. You're going to create your aha moment. This is probably regarding your destiny. Okay? How are you going to create it? You're going to create it knowing that you're different. You're going to do it in a way that other people don't. This is good. Continue on. May. For May, we have see yourself in nature. Now, obviously, the image, this dude, this guy, he's out in nature. He's in a wooded area. He's in the forest. He's got his staff that's got a bunch of leaves on it. He is in nature. Humans need to be in nature too. And oftentimes we close ourselves into buildings and we might step into the backyard, or we might go to the park, or we might move from the car to the grocery store, and then from the grocery store out to the car, and we say, okay, we've got fresh air. That's not what we need. We need to be in nature. You need to actually take your notebooks with all of your plans, go sit in nature. It can be in the backyard, it can be at the park, it can be in a wooded area, you go to the hiking trail, whatever. Go sit down at a picnic table and be there and just absorb nature. Why? Because nature is creating. Nature is fertile, and you're going to need this stuff in order to be creating too. And I love how it's in May, because usually most places are nice in May. Okay, June. Wash away your burdens. Okay, Virgo, I know you guys. You are extreme perfectionists. You would sit down and write out a list that will take you 15 hours to write it out, making sure all grammar and punctuation is perfect, making sure your writing is perfect, making sure that your lists are in straight lines. You don't need to do that. Let that burden of perfectionism go. Why? Because perfectionism will hold you in place. It's heavy. It is a burden. It will not let you move. And you need to be moving. You need to be creating to get to that aha moment, to get to that wonderful idea. I also want you, because you guys, Virgo cares a lot about what other people are thinking, I want you to let that go. I want you to wash away that burden too. Because if you're concerned about what your mom wants, you're not going to be what you want. If you're concerned about what your spouse wants, you're not going to be able to be what you want. You need to wash that away. July. Know you belong. Now, I love that that is right under the know, love that you're different. Know that you belong. And I want to point out that even if you are in a group, you are in a place where you do not belong at the moment, all that means is it's time for you to leave that place and move into where you do belong. There is a place for you where you do belong. I hope I didn't move you guys around too much. Sorry. Started looking at something else while I was talking. Look at this this little creature though. He's cat-like, right? But he's got dragon wings. These claws are not cat-like. These claws are pretty awesome. He's got a snake-like tail too. Okay? So you have got everything within you. You are everything. You belong to yourself. But you can also belong to other places. You can belong to other things. Know that you belong. Be safe in that. Know that. August. Heed the messengers. There's a bluebird. How do we know? You know that a bluebird told me, the bluebird on my shoulder told me? Well, she's got her bluebird on her shoulder. You probably have a bluebird somewhere around too. Might not necessarily be a bluebird, but you've got a messenger. There's angel wings on this woman. Angels are messengers. Most often they're used as messengers. She has a fairy-like look. Fairies can be used as messengers. So you've got like 3 different options and just the image right here of what a messenger can be. And I'm going to go into a little rant in just a second, but let's just stay with this for a minute. You might have an angel giving you a message. You might have a bird, a bluebird giving you a message. You might have a fairy giving you a message. Now it says heed the message. Okay, heed the messengers. I cannot tell you how many times, and this is a big pet peeve of mine, I've heard somebody say, I've asked for a sign and I didn't get it. And I always ask, how do you know you didn't get it? And I'm told, because I didn't get an answer, I didn't get a sign. And these people, a lot of people are waiting for feathers, are waiting for the same number to repeat. So 11, 111, 1111. You see 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 3 3 3 5 5 5 7 7 7, or feathers. Now we have 3 different messengers right here, right? We've got an angel, we've got a fairy, we've got the bluebird. If the bluebird does not speak in numbers, the bluebird will not give you numbers. Okay, am I making sense here? If the bluebird cannot speak in English, they're not going to give you a message in English. They're going to give you a message in their language. If the angel cannot speak in numbers, and I know it right now, somebody's going, but 1111 is an angel number, and angel wings do have feathers. Okay, well then let's take it somewhere else. What if your messenger is a snake? Can your messenger, your snake, give you a feather? Can your messenger, your snake, give you 1111? What if your messenger is Italian and you don't speak Italian? How are you going to communicate with that messenger? You need to understand who your messenger is and see messages in all kinds of things, but don't overreact and go, oh, well, the sun came up, so that's my message. Oh, well, my neighbor walked across my street, so that's my... You don't have messages in everything, but you have messages in everything, okay? If your messenger speaks in music, a song on the radio or a song that pops up that just happens to answer every single question you have, that is your message. That's how your messenger is speaking. Heed that. It might be a billboard. It might be a commercial. It might be a friend calling. All of these things are signs. You do not have to have only peacocks, only feathers, only flamingos, only numbers, okay? Rant over, sorry. September, you have do not fear the unknown. Now, Virgo, I don't want to say that you are easily scared, but that perfectionist side of you will not let you move at times. And if you don't know what's coming, you kind of like freeze. It's not necessarily that you're fearing the unknown. It's that you're not comfortable moving into the unknown. You can't do this, honey. You gotta move. You have to. If you don't move, all of this wonderful stuff, all of these wonderful ideas, all of these aha moments, all of the stuff you're creating, it's not going to happen. You're going to stay frozen right there. You got to move. Okay? October. It says protect the wild and the green. Now, if we look at the picture, there's ferns, there's plants, there's scales. It's a nature picture, right? Please protect nature. Okay? But that's not what this card is saying. This card is saying wild and green. When you're growing something, your plants, let's say you're growing a vegetable garden, it turns green, right? Half the time it's wild. You cannot say it's going to grow an inch every day. You cannot say it's going to grow 4 flowers tomorrow. It will do what it wants to do with the way it wants to do it, but it's green. So it's growing, it's creating. You see how so far we've been creating, people have been helping us create, we've been letting go of stuff, we've been making stuff to create. This is creating. Now it says protect what you're creating. Okay, so in September you were afraid, right? You're worried about the unknown. October, she's like, dude, come at me. Bring it. I'm ready. She's not afraid. She's not going to stand still and not be walking into the future. Okay? She's protecting her goals. She's protecting her creation, and she's not letting anything scare her away from it. November. This card, it's just fitting here with these two too, okay? Let me show you. We've got fall, right? And we've got spring. I didn't see this was a butterfly, but here we've got a butterfly. We've got light and we've got dark. We have the king of the beasts, the lions. We have the king of the forest, the wolf. We've got a dragon. The dragon to me is looking very masculine, okay? We've got a woman, a human. Dragons and humans throughout history, throughout folklore, have been enemies. So, look at where all of this stuff, okay? We've got all of these dualities. We've got all of this wonderful stuff together, working together in this tree to do what? to protect this. What is this? It's an egg. But to me, from where I'm standing on, from about right here, it looks like an embryo. It looks like a baby. It looks like creation. All of this stuff has come together to create. And we've got the fire, water, air, duality. We've got all of the elements in this tree. Everything is here together working to protect this creation. To protect. Don't be afraid. You've got two of the biggest, baddest, well, maybe three, biggest, baddest monster animals that are protectors. You're going to protect what you're creating. You're protecting your wonderful aha idea. Don't be afraid. It's protected. Protect it. You have everything you need to be protecting it. December. Trust in magic. Okay? The change of the seasons, that's magic, right? It's magic how we can go from having a beautiful summer and spring, everything is growing alive, into a dying state, into being completely dead, into rebirth. That's magic. So it was spring, summer, fall, winter, right? We go from having the sun shining to having no sun at all, and then the sun coming back. That is magic. All right? Trust in this. Trust in that cycle. Trust in magic. Because that's what you need to make all of this stuff happen. So that way you have your wonderful idea. So that way you have your destiny. Trust in the magic of angels talking to you, of fairies talking to you. Trust in the magic of knowing that you're different, but you still belong. Trust in the magic of protecting everything you want. Trust in the magic of being duality. Trust in the magic of creating. Do you see all of this? Okay, Virgo, this video got really long, but I want you to see you are going to have a year full of creating, okay? September is going to be hard for you. You're going to be doubting yourself quite a lot. October is going to be hard. You're going to have to pull yourself out of that doubt, and then you're going to go back into a great year. This year is going to be awesome. 2017 is going to be awesome for you. Virgo, you're going to be creating, you're going to be finding who you are, and I'm so happy that you let me kind of give you your guidelines, kind of tell you what's going to be happening. If, Virgo, you want your very own reading personalized to you, you can contact me at maria@bluerainorchid.com. You can contact me at facebook.com/bluerainorchid. I'm also on Instagram. You can contact me there if that's what you're using for media. My website is bluerainorchid.com. You can contact me there to get your own reading. On any of those places to get your own reading, they're $70. Or you can just follow. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that wonderful stuff. I am so happy to have given you this reading. I'm so happy to know you. I'm so happy to... I'm just happy with you guys. Thank you, Virgo. Lots of loves. Bye.